I saw that. That's why I
It was
thought I'd
horrible. But I sat full frontal, and there's, as a female, I'm learning what not to do.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, hi. we're recording. Thank you for joining Hawaii Wellness Network. And we were just talking about girl stuff and being on the camera. That was a lot of fun. So you get to join us, bloopers and all. And this is actually Sandra. And thank you for coming on. And Access Consciousness, and everybody's talking about it. So we'd love to find out more and how you got involved in your training. And
Well, thank you for inviting me, and thank you for doing this. It's fun. I've never been on TV before.
Yes. It'll be very entertaining 30 minutes.
Yes, it probably will be. Because,
if you get this energy from Access Consciousness, I think everybody's going to want to do it.
Yeah,
and feel the flow of
yeah,
everything.
yeah. So, well, I have a million things in my head right now. So
do you want to start, like, how you found out about, because I think
Yeah.
a lot of people know what, like, Reiki is and
Yes.
healing touch
Yes.
and Diksha. There's a lot of other terms, and this is, along the same lines, but a different modality, obviously, and has different results. So how did you find out about it, and why did this excite you versus all the other modalities?
Okay, all right, thank you.
That's a good way to start, I
Thank
think.
you for pinpointing it.
Because I'm curious, too. I don't think we've talked about that before.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there's a lot of teleseminars, a lot of telesummits on the, the internet. I don't know. You're probably aware of that.
Yes.
So I like listening to some of them. And there was one that really appealed to me, and it was Access Consciousness. And it was with a woman, Rika Zimmerman. And she was saying all these different things, but she said, if it was time for conscious people to have so much money that we could buy out Monsanto, because he's just not working for our planet.
Right. A lot going on.
Yeah, so I thought, oh, I like this woman. And so I bought her package, and I started listening to it, but she was like too off the wall for me. She was like bouncing everywhere, and she was so happy and cheerful.
Just like you now.
Yeah!
Wow.
But I couldn't, it was like, no, I can't stand listening to those women because of where I was. So then I listened to another one, like about a month later, Dr. Dane here, and he was more mellow. And so I could listen to him. And he told his story about, he was a network chiropractor, and he had set a date that he was going to end his life because he was not really happy. He wasn't living the joyous, fulfilled, making the contribution that he wanted to make in the world and with people. And he saw this tiny little ad, all life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory, and call Shannon. And so he did, and he had the bars run, which is a hands-on process. It's actually the first, if you do any access classes. And he started giggling, and his life completely changed. He's now really well known in the Access Consciousness community. And then I thought, okay, I'll have to learn these bars. So I went on the Access Consciousness website, and there just happened to be a class that weekend.
Wow.
So I went and learned the bars.
So there's workshops that teach you how to do everything.
Yes.
Do you want to explain what running the bars and what the benefits are to your body when you have that done?
Yes.
Okay, great, because I did have a session before with you.
You did.
And it was amazing, and you reminded me what I said, and I don't remember even saying this, that I got up after 45 minutes and things were flowing, but I said I felt like I had a few drinks, which is very interesting, because it just, I guess, relaxed, and I felt things moving in my head.
Yes.
So
That's very cool.
Everybody's different. Yeah,
You-
that was a great feeling,
Yeah.
of course.
You didn't have to pay.
No hangover.
No hangover. But you get that giddiness or that more relaxed
Mhm.
feeling.
Wow.
So, can I just back up for Access Consciousness and just say that Access Consciousness is a set of tools, processes, and information that empower people and allow people to shift things in their life that aren't working easily, and most of the time with in a fun way. I'm big on fun, in case you hadn't noticed.
Yes.
So the bars is the first, like, people don't have to take anything else. But to have a bar session run, it's like about an hour and 15 minutes. And it's lightly touching different points on the head that when lightly touched, it releases, it's like pressing the Alt-Delete, Alt-Control-Delete, what's that?
I think so.
Something like that.
Computer program.
Not a big
Yeah.
computer person. But anyways, it's like, and you delete old files, you know, that have stuff you never use, baggage, like it's like taking the garbage out. And so you're freed up to have more creativity, there's more relaxation. When I have my bars run, I felt lighter. I felt more connected with people. It was like that separation was gone. I felt happier. I felt kind of, you know, I started, you know, when you were a little kid, and we were so free, and we had so much fun, and we were just free to be in the world.
Right.
Well, I think a bar session is similar to that. It's just like, oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Is it based on the body is flowing, you know, electronically, and it's getting things flowing again? How does the bars running help you get rid of some of the old patterning, I guess?
Well, because there's different points, like there's money, control, aging, creativity, body, sex, healing, sadness, joy. There's all kinds of points that when they're touched, they release the electrical charges that we were programmed with. You know, when we were little and everything just went in, whether our parents said it or society said it or whatever, we were just like, okay, okay, okay. So it even if it's not working for us any longer, right? So it just, or things that we've decided because, well, I got hurt there or that didn't work, or so we start to like slowly shut down and come into our little box that's appropriate and that works in this world. Like, you know, when you're an adult, you're supposed to be appropriate and you're supposed to be serious and you're not supposed to have too much fun. You're not supposed to be like a kid and, you know, all that stuff. So,
Yeah, you have the stories that you
Yeah.
learn forever, and because that was your perception at the time, but it could not be a reality at the moment.
yeah.
So that's interesting.
So it starts to delete all the limiting decisions, beliefs, conclusions that we've made, you know, because we were programmed you have to get the answer. But then when you notice when you get an answer, it like shuts down you. So Access is about asking a question and another question and another question. Oh, how can I have more ease and joy and fun and more money in my life?
Wow.
And you just keep asking the question. And you notice when you ask a question, your whole body just opens up because the universe is going, okay, how can I give
It's
that
giving
to
you
her?
answers.
Yeah, it might not right away, or it might just bring those people, or, you know, just
Like the attraction.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
yeah.
Well, very interesting. We actually have someone in the audience that
Do
would
we?
like to have a little sample, and
Do
then
we?
everybody watching can see how it works.
That would be great.
So I'll have Hans come on and
All right.
try a little sample.
Thank you, Laura.
Hi, Hans.
Hello.
You're so cute.
Oh. Well,
Our nice
How
camera
did I get so lucky?
how lucky did I get?
Our
It's-
camera guy always gets to do all the little samples.
I love your energy. I mean, you're cute. Yeah, look at you.
Thank you.
What happened there?
Bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeps you young.
Now, is
Actually,
bars
it
you mean
does.
metal, or I'll just be quiet? You
Okay,
talk.
can I do a little bit?
Yeah.
Can I
Do you want me to face you?
I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Okay. Okay. So
Should I close my eyes?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you
So
can explain what you're doing.
yes. Okay. So I'm going to do an energy pull, just in case your energy isn't not working.
On my
It is
meds.
working, but just in case it isn't, but it is. So I'm just doing an energy pull. There's 3 energy pulls actually, but because I've been doing it for a little while, I can just in my mind ask for all 3 energy pulls to run. because people wouldn't be able to see me if I went down to the Hans's feet. So just do a little, and then you can feel the energy. There's like little tingles.
Mm-hmm.
Can you feel
I
that?
feel
Hans?
some warmth.
Yeah. So that's, so okay, so the first band I'm going to do is the implant band. And that's where we got implanted when we were little. And then when we grew up too, right? People said something like, when people said to me that I couldn't sing well enough, so I couldn't go into the competition. So I got implanted with, I can't sing, so I shouldn't sing unless I'm alone. Which, because of Access, I enrolled in a workshop for 3 months that the vehicle was singing. I had so much fun. And then on stage after it ended, with a live band and almost 200 people in the audience. So it just opens you up again, you know, different places that you shut down. Like I had really shut down in my life. So I keep getting happier and happier, and my world keeps expanding and expanding.
So are you sending him energy, or are
No.
you enabling his body to do the work?
Yeah,
What
his
is-
body knows, everybody's body knows how to heal itself. So all I'm doing is lightly touching these points, and so there's no energy pull, like those were the only pulls. So there's no I'm not doing anything. I'm just
So
touching.
you're almost helping his body do the work,
Yeah.
like a conduit.
Yeah, and it's much, much more dynamic if you have someone else do it, although Hans could do it himself, but it's much more dynamic when someone else does it for you.
So do you want to talk about your classes and workshops that you teach, like if someone's interested in learning these
Yes.
modalities,
Yes.
either to maybe add on to their practice
Yes.
or just to be able to help friends and family?
Yes, all of the above.
Okay.
Everything you said, Lori.
Because I know you teach. You're
Yeah,
certified
I
to
do teach an 8-hour class where you come and you receive and you give bars twice each. So bars 4 times, because when you give a session, you get a session. And then you have a new modality that you can add on to, whether you're a massage therapist, whether you're a chiropractor, whether you're a doctor, whether you're just somebody who wants to get together with like-minded people, or you want to do it with other people. And people can actually start doing it and charge after that class. I also do private sessions. And there is an ad in the Hawaii Wellness Directory. Arlene Hirata and Yana Savara and myself put it in. So we all do that. And Arlene Hirata is actually, she's focused a lot more on the body processes, which are amazing, and they really help. Like there's so many processes, but there's an energetic facelift, which I can do.
Wow.
There's MTVSS and all the rest, and that's like a sloughing off of old energy and just old stuff. There's one that can be run on the immune system, or joints, or the nervous system. There's one cellular memory where it returns the body to the original cellular. There's so much. I mean, Arlene has a whole art handbook or whole toolbox full of eyes and DNA and just all kinds of things.
I'll sit and check with him. How are you feeling, Hans?
I'm feeling
Relaxed?
Yeah. I'm relaxing.
Do you feel energy moving in your head or your body? Or?
Yeah, I'm releasing all the tension from my muscles, just like almost getting into a meditative state.
So should he sleep well tonight? And does your body like absorb or?
Everybody's different because everybody's body's different. If I have my bars run too late at night, I can't sleep. Now, somebody else might be able to sleep. So everyone's different.
It's what your body needs at that moment.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Like some people have had amazing body shifts.
It's a lot cheaper than Botox and fillers and keeps
Yes.
you looking young to
Yes.
have all this taken off.
Yes. Because that's what it's about, right? It's all the judgments and beliefs and conclusions and everything that starts to age us. And everything we've bought into, the beliefs about aging. I mean, who said that just because we're in chronological years more, that we have to look a certain way, or our hormones have to go out of balance or stop or whatever, or we have to get like no sex anymore, or any of that stuff, right? I mean, people's sex lives have turned around.
Stories yes,
Yeah,
that we get from other people, but doesn't fit with us possibly.
yeah,
Very neat.
yeah.
So, do you have any stories you want to share from people that have taken your workshops that have had amazing stories? or-
Yeah, well, one woman, when I taught her the bars, it was actually Yana. I taught her the bars. And both sessions, the first 2 sessions that I gave her, she was really focusing on money. And she was in this contest, and both times right after she got off the table, she won money.
Wow.
I'm not saying that will happen with everybody, but it's what you're willing. That's the other thing. Bars releases all the stuff that's in the way of you receiving, because it's all about receiving, whether it's a relationship or more money or more ease or more joy or more clients or yourself, you know?
And is there a certain amount is everybody different, or a certain amount of sessions that you recommend?
Everybody's different.
To kind of peel off the onion. So, do you
Well-
recommend having one session and seeing how you feel?
Yeah, that's what I recommend. Get a session. So there's something in Access Consciousness that says, if it makes you feel light, it's a truth for you. If it makes you feel heavy, it's a lie for you. So I always say to people, if it feels light for you, then come get a session or take a class. If it feels heavy, maybe it's not for you, or maybe it's not the time for you. But it's a really good way to see if something's your truth, if it feels light for you in your body.
Do you have intro classes, like maybe 2 or 3 hours that someone can just, before they commit to like a whole weekend training, or are you going to have any coming up? Just so people can get a little mini sample and,
They can call me and I will.
okay.
Yeah, and I'm sure they could call Arlene or Yana too.
And they're
they
all in the
could.
Hawaii Wellness Directory.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you for.
Am I healed now? Am I
Would you like to be healed?
Yes.
So typically you would do a 45-minute session, so.
An hour and 15 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah,
And I think I did 45 minutes at an expo with you.
yes.
And I actually felt things moving, shifting in my head more than the rest of my body. So it must have been something I needed at the time.
Yeah. And I remember also when I was up here doing the little talk, that I gave you a tool called Who Does This Belong To?
Yes, I remember that.
And you went,
That
oh!
was just, no one's ever put that, and I have used that, because sometimes you get some fear, anxiety about something coming up, and to ask that, is this my belief, or is this a story that I have that really, because there's no reason to have fear.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but nobody said those words to me to stop and ask that.
Yeah,
And then you're like, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Usually it's nothing.
yeah,
So that was really interesting.
yeah.
So whenever you have that anxiety, I do.
Or
say that.
anything.
I think I wrote it down on a note card. You suggested
you?
that and put it on my fridge.
That was the $1 million question for me, because I have always been really sensitive, feel everybody's thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And when I started asking, I put stickies everywhere in the house for like 3 days and said, who does this belong to, who does this belong to, who does this belong to, for every thought, feeling, and emotion. And I started getting happy. It was like,
Because you realize it didn't belong to you.
yeah, because we pick up everything, and the more sensitive we are, the further out there we feel people.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So Hans, you can try that.
I'm extremely sensitive.
You are, I can tell.
So when you have fear or anxiety about something, just stop and ask yourself,
Who does that belong to?
Yeah, this whole feeling.
Or if you find you're judging yourself, it's probably everybody else's, because this whole reality works on everybody's judging everything.
Well, how would someone get a hold of you? Do you have a website and
Yes,
phone number?
accesses.
You might have to spell that. That would be challenging.
accessconsciousness.com, AccessConsciousness.com. Oh, I'm proud of myself. And then you put in USA, Hawaii, and all the classes will come up. And yeah, and even if there's no class, just email email or contact a facilitator and just start and ask them about it. But definitely we are in a Hawaii Wellness Directory. And my name's Sandra, and then there's Yana and Arlene, and we love it.
Well, we can tell you're so happy. It's been a lot of fun. Well, thank you for coming on
You're very
and telling
welcome.
everybody about it.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Sandra.
Yeah, and I'm just
Oh.
doing restructuring of bodies so that it kind of locks in place any shifts that you've made, anything you've let go of.
So it'll be interesting to see the video now. He'll be all relaxed.
Yeah.
The editing.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you. So you feel
Thank
good?
you.
You're welcome.
I feel wonderful. I really do.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. So much fun.